Bom dia, bonjour, ohayo, buenos dias, good morning, buongiorno, and good morning. Learning a second language connects you in a multidiversity world. Once you learn a foreign language, your perspective and influence with your own environment will change. Your brain works better, and you won't make part of an average team anymore. I'm Cissa and I speak two languages, Portuguese as my native idiom and English as my second language. I have a proficient level in Spanish and I know several words in Italian, and that is going to be my next language to learn. Do you know that learning a second language makes you smarter for longer? Yes, and one of the reasons is if you speak more than one idiom, you can avoid at least 4.5 years of the effects of Alzheimer's, according to New York Times benefits of bilingualism. Your brain will improve cognitive skills, and that it's not just related with the language. In other words, you are more apt to become a multitask person. Your executive functions and attention will increase significantly, and you will keep information in mind easily. Like remember the sequence of directions while you are driving, for example. And isn't it awesome? I love when I don't need to use GPS, and I have very good memory for it. My photograph memory improved for sure. But then you were going to tell me, oh, I'm too old. I don't know if I can do it. And I'm going to tell you that is an excuse. Of course, okay, that is a fact that kids until 6 or 7 years old have more facility to speak like a native of their language learned. But you have the same capacity to learn. Adults and older children are fast learning when it comes with the initial stage of a foreign language. Of a foreign language education. And I am a real proof for it. I started learning English for real about 4 years ago. And I started with simple things. Actually with a couple things that makes me feel more comfortable with. I love listen to music. That is the first thing. I started listening to music in English to learn the English, right? So I chose the band that I like, the music that I like. I printed all the lyrics in English and in Portuguese. Then I read the lyrics and I start to sing with the song. So, and I did that, like I repeat that as much as I could. And that helped me a lot to learn lots of vocabulary. And I could learn how to pronounce some words. I still have my full folder with all the lyrics. It's hilarious. And I'm still doing this exercise. But now, like, a little bit more easier. Sometimes in a car when my husband's driving. The second thing is watching Friends. Okay, you can say, oh, Friends, do you like Friends? Yes, I do like Friends. And I think I could learn more about the rhythm of the sentences because I watched this show. And I really enjoy this. You don't need to watch Friends. You can enjoy another show or a movie that you like. But I first started watching with the subtitles in Portuguese, right? Because I didn't know nothing. And then I started just with English subtitles, then without subtitles to force and learn my listening. Then after this, I started using subtitles again just to make sure that I know how to spell a word and sometimes a new word that comes up, right? So this is easy. I just choose things that I like it to do it, to learn a second language. So that is simple, right? You don't need a huge program to start doing it. It's easy. Find something that you like to do and go ahead. So it's any time, it's time to learn. And when you learn a second language, it's much easier to learn the second one, for example. No, not the second one, of course. The third or the fourth one, for example. So improving, remember, the benefits of the brain is the benefits of the brain's improvement. Yeah, they will help you with that. So, talking about improvement, speaking another language will improve your capacity to meet new people. You will start to have a relationship with the world, and the most important, you will get to know yourself much better. You will start to make clear decisions. Because if we use our language, we can be more emotional. And if we use the second language to make a decision, that would be clear and more reasonable and fewer emotion, of course. You become more confident to get out of your comfort zone as much as you need, and you have deeper connections with the people and the locals that you are, the people that is speaking another language. So, and these people will admire you because they see your effort. So you're gonna feel good about yourself. See? One more time, we cannot postpone to feel this way, right? To feel like we have a purpose and we can learn whatever we want. There is nothing better to be involved and participative in anything we do in life. Nothing better to feel good about feel good and fulfill about ourselves. According to the U.S. Census, about 60 million people in U.S. speak another language than English at home. But this in which is about 1 in 5 people. But these numbers in 1980s was 1 in 10 people speaking another language at home. But I was thinking that U.S. has 3,027.2 million people. So 60 million is almost nothing. We need to change our mind. The world is changed constantly. And if you are in an average spot right now, your time has arrived. Today is a day and a right time to improve your brain activity, to put yourself and see the world that you never saw before. Speaking another language can be part of a 13th article of faith. Remember, if there is anything virtuous, lovely, or of good report or praiseworthy, we seek after these things. The time is now. The idiom that you were thinking while you were listening to me is the idiom that you're gonna put yourself in a selected group. Say goodbye to the average team. I encourage you to be part of the group of the bilingual people. What are you waiting for it? Don't leave for the New Year's resolution what you can do just now. Now is the time. You just need to start. Life is too short to limit yourself speaking only one language.